The shining moment arrived. Evan Radford was thinking of his grandfather, and what ensued was, Jonathan mentioned, get out the tissues. They say that time comes slowly, but goes fast. It's something the young baseball player has lots of these days. The grandfather, however, is on the clock. Evan Radford is only 3 years into playing baseball, and his athleticism isn't the only thing that makes him special.
He probably has the largest heart of any child his age.
There's no arrogance. He's very down to earth.
It's that patient, that humble attitude that has made Evan the perfect student for his pawpaw, David Moore.
He's taught me to always square your shoulders and always to keep my head on the ball and swing.
Is he a tough critic?
And I had to get on his fanny about it.
It's true, isn't it?
It is true. He realizes it.
He loves watching his grandson.
Time spent together has been a gift for Evan and his pawpaw. That's why in the middle of spring ball came news that would rock the family, as David had fallen out of bed.
We called 911 and they came and picked him up, took him to the ER, and in the ER he had a series of tests done, and they came back and said that he had a brain tumor.
Daisha's dad was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. Yet soon, an amazing scene would unfold. Weeks after surgery, David summoned the strength to attend one of Evan's biggest baseball games of the season. And young Evan Radford was about to paint a picture that would last a lifetime.
I went over to the fence and I was like, Mom, where's Pawpaw? Where's Pawpaw? And I was getting all worried. I was shaking my hands. I was like, where's Pawpaw?
Because it meant a lot to you
Yes,
to
sir.
have him there, right?
Because it'll be his first game to come.
We had set everything up for my dad, and when I saw him drive up, I went out to assist him to come in, and they were out warming up.
And finally, Mom went over up to her car. I thought she was just going up to her car, and I saw Pawpaw coming down, and I was like, yes, I was so happy.
Evan's beloved grandfather was in the house. Now, it was time.
It was just out of the blue. I don't think anyone really, he's hit his share, but this one, it was almost like you couldn't put a script together.
I was up there and I was thinking about him. If I hit one over, I would be so happy.
The first time up at bat, Evan got up.
I hit it and it went really high. And it went over the fence. I was like, yes. And I was like so happy.
And then as he rounded third base, he pointed to his grandfather. That was as good as it gets.
Did you see him point to you?
Yeah, I did.
Did it surprise you?
Not coming from Evan.
Evan Radford was not done. You see, this sweet kid wanted his pawpaw to have that home run ball.
And instantly after that home run, someone got the ball for him, brought it back over to him, and he stopped in the middle of the game and walked over and handed it to my dad. It was awesome.
As emotional then as it is now?
Yeah. Yeah. It's, if you quit baseball today, ask for anything else.
How did your grandfather react?
He was about to cry. He was about to really cry.
He doesn't cry easily, does he?
No.
How does this stack up in great moments of your life?
Ricky, you're gonna make me cry. I'll always remember it.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I don't have grandkids, but I have kids. But I felt it that day.
Who knows how long they have together? But as time passes all too quickly, the grandfather is still giving advice to the grandson. What's the message you want to give him?
Always do the best he can and do the right thing with his teammates and with anybody else he deals with.
And that one moment in time when an unselfish kid with a heart of gold thought not of himself in the midst of his glory. It's a shining example of how a sport can bond a family, as a special memory will be etched forever in the Radford's Field of Dreams.
You'll never forget it.
No. No, I played my share of baseball myself, but that's as good as it gets there. It's a moment. It wasn't my moment, it was their moment. I was just blessed that I was able to share it.
You all right there, Hardison?
That's I tell you, I mean, as a dad of boys, that's, you know.
As any parent,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that is really what sports is about.
It really
you know?
is. I mean, and it's something about the sport of baseball, the old movie Field of Dreams
Yeah.
or whatever. And by the way, David, the grandfather's doing well. He was at Lakeshore, back at home now.
Good.
Evan says if he doesn't make it in the major leagues, he will be a Fox 6 sports anchor.
I believe that picture that you pointed out, somebody capturing that picture,
That moment of him handing the ball.
that will always
Yeah.
be, no matter what happens from here on. That's the moment.
And that's one good thing about still pictures in a way.
That's
you
right.
know, that they're with you forever.
I am glad Mom called you to tell
Yes,
you that story.
and that you didn't hang up.
Glad
like
I
you do.
listened. Yeah, kid hit a home run, whatever. Yeah.
Such a great story. Thanks,
Thanks.
Rick.